we kindly request everyone to uphold the decorum of the campus and please ensure that your devices are set to flight mode.
Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Yogendra Shakya, Managing Director of Ace Hotels, Reverend Father Principal, Dr. Augustine Thomas S.J., Reverend Father Dr. Bobby Joseph S.J., Director of Loyola Campus, all the respected fathers, sisters, and brothers, esteemed CMC members, administrative and faculty members of St. Xavier's College, our dear alumni, and my fellow Xaverian, a warm welcome to each one of you. I, Aishwarya, representing the Department of Major Arts,
and I, Vaibhav, from the Department of Plus 2,
are thrilled to be your MCs for today's program. It is truly an honor to stand before such an important assembly as we come together to celebrate Xavier's Day, a day of reflection, gratitude, joy, and memories that will last a lifetime. Once again, we welcome you all to the grand celebration of Xavier's Day 2024.
Today, the 3rd of December, we celebrate the feast day of St. Francis Xavier, the patron saint of St. Xavier's College. Born on April 7, 1506 in Spain, St. Francis Xavier was one of the first companions of St. Ignatius of Loyola, under whose leadership he played a pivotal role in founding the Society of Jesus. St. Francis Xavier's travels took him across Europe, Asia, and Africa, where he dedicated himself to spreading faith, education, and social justice. He worked tirelessly to bring education to those in need and advocated for the welfare of marginalized communities. His deep commitment to service and his passion for uplifting others continue to inspire Jesuits around the world even today. As we admire the virtues of dedication, service, and love for humanity, let us all instill in ourselves the same sense of commitment and honor for our nation and rise in pride to sing the national anthem.
सायुथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायुथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका रगतले शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Thank you, everyone.
Please be seated. Now, it is with great honor that we welcome our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Yogendra Shakya, a proud Xaverian, visionary leader and managing director of Ace Hotels, who is highly respected as a prominent figure in Nepal tourism industry. Mr. Shakya is a renowned tourism entrepreneur specializing in operation of prestigious hotels and resorts. With years of dedication to tourism sector, He has been a driving force in shaping Nepal's hospitality industry. As the former president of Hotel Association of Nepal, he has worked to promote and develop tourism, contributing both directly and indirectly to the government policy formulation and tourism strategy. He also served as the National Coordinator of Tourism Year 2011, a role in which he played a pivotal part in boosting Nepal's visibility on the global tourism map, resulting in a significant increase in tourist arrivals in the years following. Mr. Shakya is a strong advocate for the collaborative development of the tourism sector, believing that the combined efforts of both the government and private sectors are crucial for sustainable growth. His insightful views on tourism development and the importance of a conducive investment environment continue to inspire the industry today. May I now request the teacher volunteer to officially welcome our chief guest.
Light dispels darkness, and wisdom dispels ignorance. With these words in mind, may I now call upon our chief guest, Yogendra Shakya, Reverend Father Principal Dr. Augustine Thomas S.J., and Reverend Father Dr. Bobby Joseph S.J., Director of Loyola Campus, to come forward and illuminate the lamp, officially inaugurating the events of today's celebration. Thank you, Honorable Chief Guest and Fathers. With the lamp now lit, symbolizing the light of knowledge and wisdom, we gathered here today to honor the life and legacy of our patron, St. Francis Xavier, whose unwavering devotion and selfless service continue to inspire us all.
To carry forward with this spirit of devotion, we are now pleased to present a mesmerizing prayer dance, a soulful performance that will set the tone for the rest of this day. Let us welcome the students of +2 upon the stage as they lead us in connecting with the divine through their graceful dance.
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
सुखकर्ता दुःखहर्ता वार्ता विघ्नाची नुर्वी पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर उदिशेंदुराची कंठी झळके माळ मुक्ता फळाची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव
लंबोदर तू विनायका तू वल्लोळेश्वर मोरया विघ्नेश्वर तू एकदंत तू मयुरेश्वरा मोरया लंबोदर तू विनायका तू वल्लोळेश्वर मोरया विघ्नेश्वर तू एकदंत तू मयुरेश्वरा मोरया वक्रतुंड तू गजमुखा तू सिद्धी विनायका
What a soulful and charming performance. Thank you, group, for that heartfelt prayer dance. Now, it is with great pleasure that we invite the person whose leadership continues to guide this institution with dedication and vision. Our esteemed principal, Reverend Father Dr. Augustine Thomas S.J., for his message to all of us.
Good morning, everybody. Good. Happy Feast of St. Xavier's. Happy Feast. so it's a Xavier's Day is also known as Feast Day, and that is the day we celebrate as the day of the patron saint. Now, he said, we decide to land on the moon not because it is easy, because it is difficult. And then he expanded the entire vision of moon landing as thinking beyond the boundaries. And so the leaders picked it up and then formed a theory called moonshot thinking. And it's very popular in leadership in organization levels. When you think of Francis Xavier, in 1550s, he decided to come to India as a moonshot thinker. Beyond the boundaries, beyond the cultures, beyond the religion, he came to India and established education, welfare of people, traveled to China, Japan, etc. We heard about this in the introduction. Dear Xavierians, that's the message for today. Be a moonshot thinker. Now, if you really want example, today's chief guest is one of them. A person who was a moonshot thinker in hospitality business decades ago and brought transformation in the country, national level, international level. And so that's the reason this Xavierian is with us to give you the message. Then we have got 4 youth leaders with us. Nancy, Priyanka, Ronish, and Vijay, who all are Xavierians who made an impact in national level and international level. And so we invited them to honor them. I would like to invite you to give them a round of applause for what they have done to this nation. Now, where do we all begin from? The word, a sentence that changed Francis Xavier's life was, Ignatius asked him, he was a very rich man, from royal family, wealth, and he had everything he wanted. So Ignatius asked him, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? That changed within. And that deep change within actually transformed his entire mission. Just like any growth that actually goes big if it is from deep within. Look at a seed. The plant begins from deep within, onion. The shoot begins from deep within, tree. Begins from deep within a tiny seed. Dear Xavierians, if you want to change the world, change your family, change your society, change yourself. And that change must begin from within. Let us sit back and enjoy today's Xavier's Day celebration. I wish you happy Feast of St. Xavier's again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Father, for your insightful words.
पर्यावरणीय वैश्विक चेतना अहिलेको जल्दो बल्दो विषय हो। जेजुएट शिक्षाले पनि यही कुरालाई ध्यानमा राख्दै विश्वव्यापी रूपमा पर्यावरणीय चेतना जागृत गर्ने र विश्वलाई सबैको साझा घरको रूपमा स्थापित गर्ने पहल कदमी लिँदै आएको छ। यही सन्दर्भमा सेन्ट जेभियर्स कलेजका प्राध्यापकद्वय खेम प्रसाई तथा देवेन्द्र पौडेलको रचना, वरिष्ठ सङ्गीतकार महेश खड्काको सङ्गीत, दीपक लिम्बू, रोजिना बस्नेतको मुख्य स्वर तथा सेन्ट जेभियर्स कलेजको उत्पादनमा पर्यावरणीय गीती सिर्जना धरतीको गीत यहाँहरू सामु प्रस्तुत गर्दैछौँ। गीतको शोभा अझै बढाउनका निम्ति मञ्चमा आफ्नो नृत्य प्रस्तुति लिएर आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ रोचक र उहाँको समूह।
मान्छे भएर हामी कसरी भन्छौँ जे होला, मान्छे भएर हामी कसरी भन्छौँ जे होला।
बग्दिन भन्यो नदीले भनी सुके होला,
चल्दिन भन्यो हावाले भने सोचौँ त के होला।
बग्दिन भन्यो नदीले भने सोचौँ त के होला।
चल्दिन भन्यो हावाले भने सोचौँ त के होला।
नजाँदा किरण सुनौला घामका, धरती नै अन्धकार।
नपर्दा हिउँ हिमालमाथि सोचौँ त एक बार, सोचौँ त एक बार, सोचौँ त एक बार, सोचौँ त एक बार। विवेकी भन्छौँ आफूलाई हामी, कर्तव्य
वन जङ्गल जोगाऊ ढुङ्गा माटो जोगाऊ वन जङ्गल स्वच्छ हावा पानी भए हुन्छ मङ्गल स्वच्छ हावा पानी भए हुन्छ मङ्गल
हो यो पृथ्वी नै सबको साझा घर हो यो पृथ्वी नै सबको साझा घर जोगाउने जीव सारा हाम्रै अभिभारा जोगाउने जीव सारा हाम्रै अभिभारा
धन्य छ पानी उपहार धरतीको सौन्दर्य यही आधार यही प्राणी जातिको सौन्दर्य यही आधार यही प्राणी जातिको
कति हो ज्ञानी प्रकृति पनि पूर्ण छ संसार कति हो ज्ञानी प्रकृति पनि पूर्ण छ संसार सन्तुलन यस्तो मिलाइदिने विधाता आभार
विधाता आभार विधाता आभार विधाता आभार
सबै नै दियो धरतीले यहाँ मानिसले के दियो सुख र खुसी हामीले लिँदा धरतीले के लियो यो धरतीले के लियो निर्जीव र सजीव नै ब्रह्माण्डको प्राण हाम्रो हातमा विनाश गर्ने किन बोक्नु बाण चेतनामा रङ्ग भरी सक्छौँ सिङ्गारौँ नत्र यो धरती नै स्वर्ग सरी छ भो 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 न बिगारौँ न बिगारौँ न बिगारौँ
That was a wonderful dance performance. Now, it is with great honor I invite Mr. Yogendra Shakya, our chief guest for today's event, to deliver his message to the audience.
Reverend Father Principal, respected fathers, teachers, and my fellow Xaverian young friends, I am a Xaverian. And I'm proud to be a Xaverian. And being invited as a chief guest of your former college or school gives the biggest feeling of being blessed because it is not easy to be recognized in your own college and school to be a chief guest. Thank you, Father Augustine, for giving me this privilege and an honor to come here and talk to my fellow Xaverians. I think I was wondering, as a more hamro young Xaverians, and also we have 4 young youth who have made a difference in society. र मलाई जहाँसम्म लाग्छ फादरले जुन सुरुवात गर्नुभयो आजको उहाँको स्पिचमा moon shot walking. Is that correct, Father? Thinking, not walking. कि हामीले फ्रान्सिस जेवेरियनको जुन सुरुवात भएको थियो 1506 मा the patron of this school, he started education, a holistic education. मैले chat GPT मा हेरेको थिएँ है अब I've also learned like you guys at this age how to look into chat GPT and all the gadgets हरूलाई कसरी युज गर्ने र त्यहाँ होलिस्टिक एजुकेसन इन्टेग्रिटी धेरै कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो तर एउटा कुरा फादरको ड्रिम रहेछ सेन्ट अगस्टिन के अरे फ्रान्सिसको that we Xaverians को जुन एजुकेसनमा we not only live for God उतातिर लेखेको छ but we also lead for Nepal. Father Augustine र म भेट्दाखेरि जहिले पनि हामी के कुरा गर्छौं भने फादर तपाईहरुले हामीलाई live for God or doing well in your whatever you are doing. You see all these 4 young youths who are doing well in their own fields. मैले पनि आफ्नै तहबाट सायद टुरिज्ममा के गरे होला तर त्यो सीमित आफ्नो क्षेत्रमा मात्रै रह्यो सायद नेशनल लेभलमा हामीले एउटा चेन्ज जुन परिवर्तन ल्याउनु पर्ने त्यसमा कमजोरी भयो फादर हामीले जेभेरियन एजुकेसनमा हामीहरु अलिकति परिवर्तन देशको परिवर्तन फेरि के छ भने हामी जेभेरियन्स we don't like politics र परिवर्तन ल्याउनको लागि पोलिटिक्समा नगइकन नहुने तर कसरी परिवर्तन ल्याउने त भन्दाखेरि can you make a change without getting into politics and the answer is yes and father told me to share my experience of how Godavari Alumni Association which is an alumni of a Xaverian school of Godavari made a change when we needed to without कुनै तोडफोड गरेर हैन कुनै झण्डा बोकेर हैन सेतो कमिज लगाएर white shirt and I will take you a little bit to that कि 2008 तिर 2008 सालतिर नेपालमा माओवादीको they came into mainstream politics र उहाँहरुको mainstream politics मा आइसकेपछि they wanted to control every sector of life through politics union को नाउँमा हरेक ठाउँमा schools मा colleges मा hotels मा industries मा यतिसम्म कि हामीले हाम्रो संस्था व्यवस्थापन गर्न पनि गाह्रो भइदियो र त्यस्तै एउटा अभियानमा माओवादीको union I'm not criticizing Maowadis that they are political they have their thing but St Xavier school ma teachers हरुको union खोल्ने एउटा अभियान चल्यो अब त्यति बेला माओवादीहरुको स्ट्रेन्थ यस्तो थियो कि nobody could oppose them they were scared the public was scared of them because they came from the jungle but what we did the Xaverians the alumni we went to St Xavier's and symbolically we just wore white shirt we stood there and we said no to politics no to union in St Xavier's and believe it or not we did not know whether we could challenge the Maoists to not have a union in our school but that peaceful movement that we had of the Xaverians stopped establishing a union in St Xavier school त्यसबाट हामीलाई एउटा हामी कहिले पनि यस्तो किसिमको नेशनल लेभलमा हामीले लिडरशिप लिन खोजेका थिएन हामीलाई एउटा आँट आयो र 2009 मा I don't know how many of you were born because I heard that you are from 15 to 25 a very varied age group in this can I open this because recalling you I want to have some water so these are Nauma if you remember गाउँ गाउँबाट काठमाडौँमा माओवादीहरू आएकोले काठमाडौँ क्याप्चर गर्न खोजेको थियो र त्यति बेला पनि अब सबै डराएर घरमा बसिरहेको थियो. People were at home, they were too scared to come out. And few of us, GA, FNCCI, association, professional associations. So we got together and we said, can we say no to the Maoists capturing the Kathmandu Valley? Teti bela pani, we took the example of our movement in St. Xavier's of wearing a white shirt and saying no to unions. Ra hamile, I had 60 fellow Xavierians. I remember Amro Hotel Shangri-La ma. Teti bela SMS pathaunthi. So we said, symbolically, we will gather in Darbar Square, Kathmandu Darbar Square, and give a message, no, we don't want politics, or we don't want anybody to lead our life by capturing the whole Kathmandu Valley. And believe it or not, thousands of people came with the white shirts, and we actually pushed back the Maoists from capturing Kathmandu and capturing the state. Now, I'm not trying to criticize Maoist movement, but we Xavierians were able to take a lead. So I think मैले फादरहरूसँग धेरैचोटि यो कुरा गरेँ. फादर हामीहरूले आफ्नो आफ्नो क्षेत्रमा हामीले अचिभ त गरेँ, तर नेसनल लेभलमा के गरौँ र फादरले जुन सुरुवात गर्नुभयो moon, I get mixed up again, moon stock walking or thinking, do a difference, make a difference in society. As yo mauka liera, I'm going to take this opportunity to provoke St. Xavier's College and the Xavierians to start a movement. Today, the biggest challenge in this country is if you are good. I think Father was telling me that all of you who have entered this college, there were 13,000 applications and only 500 got in. And you were that fortunate 500 who got into St. Xavier's. So getting into good school and becoming good in what you do, I think is not good enough. Because the whole country's system, Nepalma as the frustration, youthहरूको frustration is not how merit you are, how good you are in your job. तर नेपालमा माथि जाने हो भने you've got to learn. एउटा शब्द छ नि, भाइ बहिनीहरूले सुने होला, setting, patronage, wheeling dealing. So it's not about how good you are in what you do, but it's about patronage, political patronage, chakari. So definitely Xavierian education le त्यो सिकाएन. Xavierian education le how to be good in what you do भनेर सिकायो. तर I think नेपालमा माथि जाने हो भने you have to learn to be how to do setting. So what is happening? अहिले नेपालमा the biggest youth issue is youth going abroad for jobs, for studying. Of course, it's for better pay, for better facilities. That's okay. But one of the reasons is Nepal does not recognize meritocracy. Our whole system, we have been glorifying setting. मेरो उमेरको साथीहरूले मलाई सेटिङ गर्ने ठीक छैन, मेहनतले काम गरौँ भनेपछि are you mad भन्छ. Because you cannot go up. So I think it is time. It is time that we start Somewhere, somebody has to start this. Say no to setting. Say meritocracy, no setting. When I say this, maybe all of you are thinking, is it possible? How can we? हामी त कति छौँ र यहाँ 3,000 स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू, maybe 5,000-6,000 other Xavierians. Can we make a difference? You know, 2006 तिर हो क्या रे? Somebody started a movement called Me Too. I'm sure you're all aware of that. It was an individual. Then in 2017, यो पनि मैले what is that? Chat GPT मा पाएको. 2017 मा one actress, Italian actress ले #MeToo भनेर गरे रहेछ 7 वर्ष अगाडि. त्यति बेला हाम्रो जमानामा सायद अहिले थाहा छैन मैले. हाम्रो जमानामा केटी जिस्काउने भनेको is a accepted norm. If somebody complained, if a girl went and complained, मलाई जिस्कायो, you know what they would say? ल केटाले नजिस्कायो कसले जिस्काउने त? You know, it was such an accepted norm. ल आज जिस्काउ त. Forget about जिस्काउने. अलिकति घुरेर हेर त. Sexual harassment. You go to jail. होइन मैले कुरा गरेको कारण के छ भने we can change. सक्दो रहेछ नि त. परिवर्तन गर्न सक्दो रहेछ नि त. अब हामी जेभेरियन्सहरू अब हामी नेपालमा के गर्न सक्दैन भनेर बस्ने कि नेपालको सिस्टमलाई चेन्ज गर्ने. र मलाई जहाँसम्म लाग्छ अरु ठुलो चेन्ज गर्न पर्दैन. हामीले एउटा मुभमेन्ट सुरु गरौँ फादर and students. Think about it. Say no to setting. Let's start from here. Let's get all the other schools, alumni, and say meritocracy like that. Then, not that father and teachers हरूले जुन तपाईहरुलाई सक्षम बनाएको यो नेपालको लागि होइन रहेछ, यो विदेशको लागि सक्षम बनाएको हुन्छ. It will be a waste. So I think fatherले सुरुवात गर्नुभयो, think differently, make a change in society. र यो फादरको मात्रै होइन, फ्रान्सिस जेभियरले जब एजुकेसन सुरु गर्दाखेरि रहेछ नि त त्यो लिडरशिप. त्यहाँ रहेछ नि त तपाईहरुको live for God and lead for Nepal. So I thought after I got this invitation and then father said, ठिक छ, white shirt movement को बारे तिमीले कुरा गरे हुन्छ भनेर मलाई परमिसन दिनुभयो. I thought I will take this opportunity to leave this stage provoking the college that shall we try to make a difference. If we are together, we can. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I would now like to request our chief guest and father principal up on stage as we move on to a truly remarkable initiative. Today, we are proud to inaugurate a 3D model of our college, a labor of love by the NGO Chain for Change. Founded in 2017, this organization has been working tirelessly to bridge the gap between individuals with and without visual disabilities through activities like inclusive hikes and groundbreaking projects. Acknowledging Chain for Change and the students who contributed to make this vision a reality, without any further ado, may I now invite our chief guest and father principal to unveil this extraordinary creation. Thank you, Chief Guest and Father.
Their Wings to Dream initiative, which focuses on overcoming educational and graphical barriers, brings us this model. It is not just a map, it is a tool of empowerment with braille labeling, mindful textures, and QR codes for digital navigation. This model ensures that everyone, regardless of their ability, can explore and understand our college. With that being said, it is now time for us to turn our attention to an electrifying dance performance by Ankit and his group from Department of Microbiology.
सुनताली नानीको मुहार झलक निधारैमा टिकेट लका सुनताली नानीको मुहार झलक कश्मीरे पछौरी दार्जिलिङको रेल लामसाइले बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल कश्मीरे पछौरी दार्जिलिङको रेल लामसाइले बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल लामसाइले बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल
लाजै लाग्यो हेरे मैतिर आँखैको निशाना ट्याक्कै मैतिर लाजै लाग्यो हेरे मैतिर आँखैको निशाना ट्याक्कै मैतिर कश्मीरे पछौरी दार्जिलिङको रेल लामसाइला बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल कश्मीरे पछौरी दार्जिलिङको रेल लामसाइला बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल लामसाइला बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल
चिसो पानी धारा पानीको साठी देऊ सम्झना जिन्दगानीको चिसो पानी धारा पानीको साठी देऊ सम्झना जिन्दगानीको कश्मीरे पछौरी दार्जिलिङको रेल लामसाइले बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल कश्मीरे पछौरी दार्जिलिङको रेल लामसाइले बिरती 2 दिन बाँचुन्जेल
Thank you, Ankit and the group, for your mesmerizing performance.
With this, we conclude the first phase of our celebration, and we are thrilled to announce that more exciting segments await in the next phase. We trust you will enjoy the upcoming events as much as we have. Now, as we pass the podium to our next host, I, Aishwarya,
And I, Vaibhav,
express our gratitude to our wonderful audience. Thank you for being a part of this indelible occasion. Wishing you all a fantastic day ahead.
Thank you, Ashwarya and Vaibhav. The Xaverian motto, Live for God, Lead for Nepal, continues to inspire us all. With that in mind, I am Agya Adhikari from the +2 department.
And I am Stuti Majumdar from the Microbiology department,
Extending our warmest greetings to everyone. As the program unfolds, get ready to experience the uplifting performances planned for today. We are thrilled to be your host, sharing this exciting journey with you all.
patriotism isn't just about love for our land. It's about the connection we feel to its essence, the struggles, the triumphs, and the dreams we all share. To celebrate this spirit, let's welcome Nischal and the group with their soulful patriotic song.